I'm Monica Robbins with your top 3 health headlines. I have some good news to report, but comes with a caveat. We finally had a drop in respiratory virus hospitalizations in the past week, but we are not out of the woods, folks. Ohio's numbers updated today show a slight drop in RSV, influenza, and COVID cases. That's compared to last, which is definitely a positive sign. But I spoke with Ohio Department of Health Director Dr. Bruce Vanderhoff a couple of hours ago, and he says, don't let your guard down. This is an expected dip seen every year.
It worries me. Last year's flu season was a particularly severe one. This year's flu season is much higher already. 4 pediatric flu deaths, many more hospitalizations, almost double. That's pointing to a severe flu season. But the good news is, because our big peak usually happens in mid to late February, there is still time to get a flu shot.
He adds that even though this year's flu shot is not a perfect match for the new strain that's circulating, studies in the UK show it is effective at keeping people from becoming severely ill and needing hospitalization. Weight loss drugs are getting competition and options. You've already heard probably a pill version of Wegovy is now available as a daily alternative to weekly shots, but a local cardiologist says there are important differences patients need to know. Injectables remain the gold standard with a weight loss of 15 to 22% compared to 12% with the pill.
The pills have to survive in the stomach and be absorbed through the gut. So they must be taken on an empty stomach with a small amount of water, no food or other medications for almost 30 minutes. If that routine isn't followed closely, then the effectiveness can drop. On the other hand, the injectables can bypass our gut, so the drug levels are more reliable.
But the pill is a good option for people who don't want to inject themselves. The pill costs between $140 and $300 out of pocket, and the FDA may be considering another weight loss pill later this year. Meanwhile, 1 in 8 Americans are taking GLP-1 medications, and that's changing how we eat out. Major restaurant chains are quietly redesigning their menus with smaller portions and high-protein options at lower prices. And if they want to keep customers, it's likely other chains will soon follow. What does that mean for everybody else?
Great change in the right direction. So these big companies, these fast food restaurants are editing and now providing more healthy options. So we have higher protein options, smaller meals, and even adding some fiber to them, like a lettuce wrap instead of a bun. So we're adding some more nutrients to the food options, which I think is a change that we've needed for quite some time.
GLP-1 patients need nutrient-dense, high-protein foods when they do eat. That's at least 1 gram per kilogram of body weight to prevent muscle loss, meaning a 170-pound person needs at least 130 grams of protein to preserve muscle. That's a lot of protein, and it's spread out through small meals throughout the day and helped with high-protein shakes. But just as important is resistance training to build and keep that muscle, something we can all learn from. I'm Monica Robbins, and that's your Daily Dose.